Let's talk about how to stay consistent with Pinterest, because actually this is where most people fail. Not because they're lazy, but because they don't have a system. They start strong, post for a week, and then they disappear for 2 or 3 weeks, and then they wonder why they are not growing. So in this quick video, I just want to tell you what you can do to just stay productive without burning out. But before I start, very quickly, I want to invite you to my private community called Pin Lions. Inside the community, you can get access to everything that I created so far, all of the workflows, all of the prompts, and all of the tools as well. If it sounds interesting, you can check out the link in the description, you can watch the video, you can read everything here, and who knows, maybe you'll decide to join too. Oh, and of course, if you want some personalized feedback, I can give it to you. I can check out your account and your niche site and tell you what you can potentially do better. Okay, let's go back to the video. Most people struggle with consistency because they either don't create enough content or they don't create enough pins. Every day they just sit down and they wonder, what should I do today? Should I create content? Should I create more pins? I don't know. What should I do? That single question kills all of your momentum, and it just proves that you don't have a system. So when you start every day from zero, you just burn the energy before you even create anything. So consistency is not about trying harder. It's about removing daily decision making. You just have to know what to do from the start. First tip that I can give you is that you definitely need a real target. Something like, I want 500 articles on my site by the end of March. That's a specific goal, that's measurable and very realistic if you break it down. Once you know the destination, you calculate how many articles per week you need, and suddenly your daily work becomes obvious. So clear goals remove hesitation and turn big projects into just simple math. Another thing that you can do just to become more productive is to stop saying, I will work on Pinterest for 2 hours today, and start saying, I will create 10 articles and 10 pins today. As we all know, time-based goals feel productive, but often they produce nothing, because then you just end up scrolling or watching some random YouTube videos, and in the end, you could easily do all of that work in like 30 minutes. In the end, Pinterest doesn't care how long you worked. It just rewards how much content you published, how many pins you added, how many articles and new URLs you created on that day. It's all about creating a lot of pins. So you need volume and you need the right system to actually create all of these pins and add these pins every single day. And I have to say that daily pinning sounds good in theory. This is what I'm doing. I'm adding pins every single day because that's just my system. But in practice, for a lot of you, it actually drains your energy because you are every day thinking about the same thing. So if your target is, let's say, 10 pins per day, you only need 70 images, 70 pins to cover an entire week, right? What you can do, you can sit down on one day, let's say Saturday or Sunday, you can create and upload all of them, you can schedule them, and you are basically done for the week. So there is no daily pressure, no missed days. And batching turns consistency into a simple routine instead of a daily chore. So this is great for those who don't have too much time each day to manage all of that. You can just spend a few hours on the weekend to just schedule all of your pins in advance, and that's how you will grow. Another tip that I can give you is that if you try to create content while checking all of the messages, scrolling feeds, and watching your Pinterest stats, your productivity will be pretty bad. In my opinion, even one very good focus session that lasts like 60 minutes or 90 minutes, that can just produce more content than a whole day of half working. So if you actually fully focus on doing the thing and just creating content or creating pins, honestly, it doesn't take that much time. And of course, we have to talk about the tools. I recommend using all of the tools that you can to remove friction from your workflow. So nobody wants to write, design, and upload everything manually forever. The right tools speed up article creation, image creation, and scheduling so the work feels lighter. The vast majority of members of my community is using our PinLion's pin creator tool, which allows you to create a lot of pins very fast. So there are a lot of different tools that you can use to speed up your workflow. And for example, you can use the CSV method to schedule a lot of pins in bulk as well. So in the end, whether you use my tools or others, the principle stays the same. Reduce friction and consistency becomes natural. When the process feels easy, you just show up more often and you actually want to do all of that work because it's just not exhausting. Personally, I usually spend around 1 hour or 1 hour and a half every single day to manage 4 of my different accounts. So it is possible to do it fast. But the main takeaway I want you to get from this video is that staying consistent on Pinterest is not about being very motivated, okay? It's about setting clear goals, measuring output instead of time, batching your work, removing distractions, and using tools that make all of that work very smooth. Because if you build your own system for all of that, for either creating new content or posting more pins, it all becomes very easy. And at that stage, you are not even grinding or hustling to make it all work. You are just following the system and it's going to take you like 1 or 2 hours and you'll see that everything will be growing. So like I said before, if you want to use the same tools that I am using to grow all of my Pinterest accounts, it's all available inside of the PinLion's community. Apart from the tools and all of the resources, you can also connect with 160 members from all around the world. So it's a good place to just meet a lot of people who are basically doing the same thing. If it sounds interesting, you know what to do. For now, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful. And of course, I will see you in the next one. See you next time.